This is Brad Waterman, one of the staff emergency physicians here at London Health Sciences Centre. I'm recording this screencast, which with the intent that this is going to be seen before your airway day as some pre-course material. The point of this screencast is to highlight the utility of an airway maneuver, first coined by Dr. Jim DeCanto, called suction-assisted laryngoscopy for airway decontamination, or SALAD for short. This is a maneuver that has recently gained a lot of popularity as an approach for the patient with a massively soiled airway. In this presentation, we'll go through the maneuver and when best to use it. First, I want to start with a case in order to frame the use of this technique. Let's assume you're working in the emergency department when you're called over to assist with a 40-year-old female who has been brought to the emergency department after having vomited blood at home. You have noticed that she has a history of esophageal varices secondary to alcohol liver cirrhosis. On arrival, she looks unwell and is tachycardic and in shock. Her O2 sats are 88% on a non-rebreather, and it is difficult to keep on given that she is still actively vomiting. The decision is made that the patient needs to be intubated urgently. Now, as I'm sure most of you know, this is a difficult intubation for a number of reasons. Her hemodynamics make this a very tenuous intubation, and ideally the patient would be resuscitated before the intubation. As well, given that this patient is actively having hematemesis, this airway will be difficult as it is soiled from active bleeding. One approach that I was taught during residency is to get two assistants to aid with active suctioning during the intubation. Normally this would be guided by the intubator, however the suction assistants would be suctioning blind. As well, the use of a video laryngoscope is difficult in this situation. The reason why is the camera could become soiled and you would be unable to use many of the video laryngoscopes in this scenario. However, regardless of all these techniques, this continues to be a challenging and difficult airway for all practitioners, and the SALAD technique is a reasonable approach in this scenario. The SALAD technique stands for suction-assisted laryngoscopy for airway decontamination. In broad strokes, this approach allows the intubator to control the suction in real time while also keeping the laryngoscope camera or light non-soiled and continuously decontaminates the airway. As well, this can be done by a single operator if need be. Over the next few slides, I will be going through the steps on how to perform it. So this obviously was performed on a mannequin with a McGrath laryngoscope as well. The first step is to evaluate the airway and to decontaminate it using a rigid suction catheter. Most departments will either have a Yonker suction, which is seen in this video, or a DeCanto suction, which we currently have in our emergency department. After the airway is decontaminated using this rigid suction, the laryngoscope blade is inserted, hugging the surface of the tongue. This is important in order to ensure that the camera or the light is not contaminated when originally inserted. Then the rigid suction catheter is advanced in the pharynx ahead of the laryngoscope to remove airway contaminants as you proceed forward. The rigid suction catheter is commonly described as being used as a tongue depressor in order to be compressed directly against the tongue and also help move some of the elements of the patient's tongue anteriorly in order to make room for the laryngoscope and optimize the view. The suction catheter, after that, is now placed in the proximal esophagus in order to continuously remove ongoing contaminants from accumulating in the upper airway. The laryngoscope is further inserted to attain a view of the patient's airway. However, the problem we encounter now is that the endotracheal tube cannot fit in the airway to allow intubation, as now the suction catheter is where normally our endotracheal tube will be placed. To solve this problem, the suction catheter has to be moved out of the way. To do this, we often have to slightly remove the laryngoscope to allow the movement of the suction catheter to the other side of the patient's mouth, as seen in this picture. The left side of the laryngoscope is then used to pin the suction catheter against the patient's mouth. This then allows room for the endotracheal tube to be inserted, while the laryngoscope blade continues to hold the rigid suction catheter in place in the proximal esophagus. The endotracheal tube is then inserted and the cuff inflated in order to prevent aspiration. Other adjuncts described in the SALAD method is the use of an endotracheal tube that is inserted into the proximal esophagus and then the balloon inflated. This differs from the previous slide where we show that rigid suction catheter placed in the upper esophagus. This endotracheal tube then is inflated and blocks off the proximal esophagus in order to ensure that further contaminants from the stomach does not go and soil the airway. The endotracheal lumen from this esophageal endotracheal tube is then hooked up to suction in order to remove any further contaminants that are coming up from the stomach. Similar to the salad method afterwards, the esophageal endotracheal tube is pinned against the left side of the laryngoscope blade to allow the passage of another endotracheal tube to intubate the patient, as seen in this picture. Some studies have been performed looking at the effectiveness of this salad technique. The studies performed have been done in simulated soil airway mannequins with a variety of airway providers. They found that in mannequin studies, airway operators had faster time to intubation and decreased aspiration volume when compared to non-salad techniques. In the end, these studies at least confirm that this is a reasonable approach to try and improve outcomes in this difficult airway scenario. To summarize, in the soiled airway scenario, the salad technique is a useful airway maneuver. Other airway adjuncts such as ideal positioning, pre-oxygenation, and resuscitating the patient should still be considered paramount when treating these patients as well. However, the salad technique can be used to optimize visualization of the airway while hopefully decreasing the chance of aspiration for these difficult patients.